On Friday, we visited Camp Shelby, Mississippi to see the 256th Infantry Brigade Combat Team preparing for a year-long tour of duty in Iraq. 256 Commander Colonel Johnathan Ball talked to us about the type of training the soldiers are going through.
Well, we start off, when we first got here, we start off with the individual training task centered primarily around individual weapons qualification and marksmanship. So we made sure the soldiers were qualified with the individual weapon, and then we went to what we call crew-served weapons that you've seen here today, the 50 caliber machine guns, the 240 Bravos. Those are weapon systems that take more than one person to operate, so it takes a crew to operate those.
The main mission of the 256 will be to provide security for supply convoys moving through the country. Colonel Ball said this is different from the 256's previous tour in Iraq in 2004-2005.
The first time the brigade deployed, it was called the mission they had was in and around Baghdad, actually patrolling the streets. And that's called a full spectrum operation mission. The mission we have this time is called Security Force or SEC4 type mission. Our primary mission is providing convoy security to all the different convoys that are moving in and around the theater or in country. So our job is to protect those convoys, make sure they get from point A to point B.
The training exercise that we witnessed on our visit is called a complex ambush, which is a simulation of what happens when a military convoy is hit by a series of improvised explosive devices or IEDs. One thing you will notice is the role players. They are native Iraqis, and Colonel Ball said he feels that is an important aspect in the training.
The thing I like about it, it adds that touch of realism that you just can't replicate any other way. It's different when you got what we call COBs, the civilians on the battlefield, and role players that are American citizens. Well, okay, that's better than nothing. But to have actual Iraqis and for our soldiers to be able to hear them speaking in their native language, that adds a touch of realism that you just can't replicate.
What you are seeing is a convoy led by an Iraqi military vehicle. The improvised bombs explode when the convoy stops, and soldiers now have to stop a potential ambush.
Okay, give me about...
For the American Press newspaper, I'm Vanessa Deggans.